From Kenner, Star Wars Holiday Special Collection comes Mala, Itchy, Lumpy, and all 20 action figures, including the new Bloodlow, Zutmore, and more, each sold separately. And now, Akmina, Star Wars bartender, with her drink dispensing pitcher. Akmina is not yet available in stores, but you can get her free with 4 proofs of purchase from any Star Wars Holiday Special action figures. Details on specially marked packs at participating stores. Offer expires May 31st. Star Wars Holiday Special action figures, sold separately, from Kenner.
Salute, or as the Ewoks say, Happy Life Day. Welcome. So glad you could make it. Yes, and some of you are probably thinking, why? Why did I make it? This is the holiday special. It's terrible. It's not that bad. Am I right, Boomer? How you doing tonight, Boomer? What you sipping on?
Oh, I just got myself a Coke here, and
you're pouring it into your head. Am I right?
It's not that bad compared to some Star Wars we've gotten recently. So,
that was an excellent point. I saw. I think it was on Valiant. Was it Valiant Renegade or Culture Casino? They said that it officially is not the worst Star Wars show or stream or whatever in Rotten Tomatoes. Apparently that the holiday special has been usurped by the Acolyte. So there you go. So this is better than the Acolyte. I can say that definitively.
The Acolyte's its own thing, but this is its own thing too.
It absolutely is, and more and more of it seems to get canonized all the time. I'm pretty fired up about that. And then, of course, our other special guest and co-host, Chef Gourmanda herself, Netter of Netters Network. How you doing, my dear? And what are you sipping on? As if I didn't know.
Stir, whip, whip, stir.
Exactly.
I am stirring up a Meyer brand sparkling water berry.
Don't let it go flat, but there you go. There you go. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's say hi to the chat. I'm bummed because FKHC 2005, whom we affectionately known as Tim, is in London, and he's missing this tonight.
Boo.
Time difference. Yeah.
Have a pint on us, mate.
Well, go ahead. What were you going to say, Boomer?
No, I was going to say, is that lumpy action figure half off? Half the price? So little.
There you go. So it's funny because I actually have 2 versions of that. That one that you saw in the commercial is a complete one, and it is basically a repaint of a Wicket figure with the ears carved off. That's all it is, and it actually looks pretty darn good. But those of you that know about the fact that in 76 or 77, I forget. No, it must have been 77 to 78. They were gearing up to do holiday special figures, and they had prototypes of Chewbacca Life Day, Mala, Itchy, and Lumpy. And of course, the Mala and Itchy figures were just repaints of Chewbacca, and the Lumpy figure was a Fisher Price Adventure People, the little boy. And he was like carved up and had like Sculpey on him and painted and stuff. Well, somebody took, the images of that, made a 3D print of it and put it out. So I'm like, that because it's basically what, it would have looked like if Kenner had done it. So I have one of those too that I'm putting together as well. But let's say hi to the rest of the chat. Oh, but as long as I do have this comment up, I feel bad knowing that Tim can't be here for this. And I realized that this is the first year that I'm doing the holiday special, and I've got memberships. So here's what I'm going to do. Every year I have done a giveaway, a random giveaway for anyone who was interested for like 3 3 copies of the holiday special. I'll just put it on DVD, send it out to you. I actually have a very special 3-disc set with multiple different versions of the holiday special on it that I'll send out. But so this year, what I'm willing to do is any of my regulars and VIP members, if you just want to DM me with a mailing address that I can send it to, if you're interested, I'll send it to you. Membership should have its privileges.
Keep in mind, you're going to have to actually give us your address and your real name.
Right, that's true. Well, I mean, I suppose I could, send something to your YouTube handle, but yes, I will need an actual mailing address where you can actually receive a package.
I can just imagine your mail person being very confused, going, "Who the heck is this?"
Doesn't matter as long as you get the address. They don't even think about that. It could be, Ned Schimmelfinney or,
hey,
Monkey Popsu Diddley or something,
That's my nickname.
Those are perfectly good names.
That's my nickname.
That's your nickname, right? Exactly.
No, that was my favorite scene in the one Harry Potter book.
What's that?
When Snape looks at this one book that it was obviously Ron's book, but it was all, his name was written on it all weird, called Ronald Woolsey, and he says, "Is this your book, Harry?" He says, "Yeah, that's my nickname, Ronald Woolsey." He was using an evil book in that book. He was using a.
That's brilliant.
Later, but yeah, Ronald Woolsey, yes.
Lady Mist, welcome. Thank you for the flowers. You are always so encouraging. And of course, hail to Connie Cleary, the bird woman of YouTube. Always a pleasure to have you here. Of course, Lady Mist is bringing the snacks. That's
I see burgers and fries.
I see burgers. Look,
tacos.
When we had the Cascade Drive-In here in what was it? West Chicago.
Yeah.
They had these burgers that if you waited until a little bit into the second feature, they'd start giving them away for half price. So I would wait and I'd go get a couple of them because I love these things. They were very simple, just, burger and bun. You could put stuff on them. They had condiments there, but I would just, eat those 2 burgers at the end of the night, 2 for the price of 1, basically. And by the end of the night, they were a little bit dry. The bun was a little bit, it wasn't steamed specifically, but because it was sitting under the lamp with it was effectively steamed. I loved them. I just loved them. I don't know why. Anyway.
Whereas I would get a bucket of chicken and I'd be sitting there munching
KFC on the way in.
Yeah.
Is what we would do.
Bucket of chicken.
And of course, I love you too, Netter of Netters Network. I reasonably tolerate you, Last Call with Troy Pacelli. Happy Life Day to you as well.
Yes, it's an
I saw
holiday.
him. I did see him earlier today over at the live stream over on Retroblasting. It's good seeing you, my friend.
Did the Empire try outlawing Life Day? Was that a thing they were all about? They didn't respect it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Not that I'm aware of. Because why would the Empire outlaw Life Day? You got to have your bread and circuses, right? You've got to keep the plebs, involved.
Plebs happy.
Yeah, exactly. Give them something to enjoy. Thank you so much, Big Al of Big Al Presents. He's got a review up of that movie with The Rock, something red something or other. I don't remember what it's called, but I'm gonna have to check out his review because I don't really plan to see it. So.
Big Red
Is
One.
that what it was? I don't know.
Red One.
There you go.
It's a Christmas movie.
That out. Is it?
Yes.
I will have to go check it out. Is it a Christmas movie like, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a Christmas movie? Or is it more like, Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
Maybe mixture of both.
Oh, okay. There you go. And Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Sup, everyone. Sup, Daniel Barry. Good to see you, my friend. It's always awesome to see you. And I think that gets us to the end of our chat. Okay, so you guys know how this works. The Cosme link is pinned to the top. I would love to know, because I know we've got some people here that are new this year that weren't here last year. I would love to know who has seen the holiday special before, who saw the holiday special back in 78 when it first came out. I did. I absolutely did.
Little Troy was excited, wasn't he?
I really was. And I was a little confused by some of it. But then,
You're still confused by some of it.
Well, now I'm confused by different things.
Okay.
Yes, I am. You see it very differently when you're an adult. It's, wow. So,
they went there, and that's what you think in your head, right? Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing, too. Because I was like 7 years old when this came out, right? A lot of things went over my head, and a lot of we've talked about this a number of times on the channel, this concept of the, how do you call it? The variety show, right? And the variety show was meant to be geared to everybody, right? It was supposed to be for kids,
the teens,
adults, old timers, the grandparents. So you had a lot of celebrities, that were a little bit older, that your grandparents would know, that maybe your parents would know, and whatnot. Of course, the Star Wars element for the kids and everything. It was all kind of there. But I didn't really know, like, B. Arthur and Harvey Korman. I didn't really know them at the time. And as time went by and I saw reruns of Maude, for example, and then especially the Golden Girls, right? And especially the Carol Burnett show, right? It's like,
Yep.
And then the Honeymooners, there's a couple of sketches in there with Art Carney, and they even redo one of his classic jokes from that. I'm like, okay, now I start to get these kinds of things. Welcome, Space Fraggle. We had a local palace called World Burger. Well, that sounds impressive. I mean, it's an impressive name anyway. World Burger. I cried. It was so awful. I could not understand the Wookiees. Well, you will be able to understand the Wookiees tonight. I cannot provide subtitles for the whole thing, but there are subtitles for the Wookiee, for those that don't speak Wookish. The subtitles are provided, the translation, so to speak. And okay, I think that's everybody. Drive-in burgers were the best. Yes, you know what, Big Al, you hit on it exactly. That's basically what the burgers were like at the drive-in. They were basically, drive-in burgers. We also had here, I think it was regional, an ice cream place called Cock Robin, and they had burgers, and it was the same kind of burgers. They were, they made the burgers, they put them in an aluminum like envelope thing, put them under a heat lamp, and honestly, I loved those things. I could just full size, like not quite quarter pounder, patties. It was just a patty and the bread, and I could go through like 3 of those, and I'd say hold the fries. I don't even care about the fries. The nostalgic Pod Blast. Hi there, welcome. You got here just in time. We are just getting ready to get started. We are about to kick off the Star Wars Holiday Special. Greetings from Atlanta. Well, there you go. I'm assuming you're having slightly better weather than we are. Oh, and we have YouTube Royalty here, a channel I very much love. Make sure you check it out. The master of the TDS, he and the Writing Raven have a great channel, different take on pop culture than a lot of the channels that are in our sphere. And master of the TDS is also the what do you call it, social media expert that is often referenced by other channels because he does a lot of deep dives on the bots on the various social medias. Check this guy out. He's got some great stuff. Of course, if you're following me on social media, I'm always sharing his videos out. So, but yes, we are getting ready to show the Thank the Maker edit of the holiday special. This is, you can find the holiday special all over YouTube if you are so inclined. But this is a special fan edit that is far, far, far better. George Lucas wishes he could have done this well when he did his special edition of the of Star Wars. This takes out a lot of the hokey variety show elements, keeps the main storyline, edits in even some new footage, and it's a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get started. It is about an hour and a half, and no commercials. I don't think there's commercials. I'm pretty sure there's no commercials. Master of the TDS says, "You are too kind. I'm just here to show support and tell people to smash the like button." Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. And absolutely, have a great one. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started. You guys know how this works. Cosme Link is up there if you're already in there. I see that Uncle Boomer.
What?
Boomer has Darth Vader dancing there. That's good.
I like it.
I do too. That is awesome.
He could move, man. He had the moves.
I'll tell you what. If you've got a Darth Vader costume where you can, that looks that good and you can move that well, you've done an excellent job. I see Space Fraggle, Curtis, and Connie Cleary and Netter are in there. Guys, make sure you get in there, and we're going to get this movie started. So, yeah, for those of you that have a copy of the Thank the Maker edit, which chances are, if you do have it, you got it from me in past years, you can sync it up. For those who haven't seen the holiday special, you're in for an experience. What kind of experience? Better you see it and decide for yourself. Well, as we were saying just a little bit ago, this is no longer the worst rated Star Wars on Rotten Tomatoes. That distinction has been taken now by the Acolyte. So
Trolls.
This is not the worst Star Wars anymore, you know? But anyway, we're going to go ahead and kick this off. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. You remember the CBS special?
Yep.
For those of you that grew up in that age, you remember it.
That was a big deal when you saw that.
Already, this is new footage. That footage of the cockpit, that's, I don't know how he composited it, but it's good.
Star Destroyers.
God, that's depressing. Yeah. It says quite a bit about the Acolyte, doesn't it? I know. I didn't smoke enough weed.
Yeah, I mean, Judy wants to go on PTO.
Right. Let's face it, that is some pretty good space footage. That's way better than what they used in the original.
Light speed.
And it actually works.
Okay, so do you know why Life Day is celebrated, well, yesterday?
Yes, because it's the anniversary of when this was broadcast. November 17th.
I meant in the show itself, why, you know.
Oh, yeah, it's very much a blending of like Hanukkah and Christmas and, you know, solstice and all that.
Mark Hamill's still pretty in this. He was more makeup than I do.
Princess Leia was so stoned in this.
Anthony Daniels.
He probably wishes he was. That's the other thing. Thank the Maker made sure that everybody got called out. You know, even if their voices aren't heard or their faces aren't seen.
Chewbacca.
Yes, he looks itchy.
Well, it's a lot of hair, you know.
And of course, Lumpy, as we said during last night's or Saturday's watch party, the little actress who played the bartender in that is playing Lumpy.
He's bad.
Yes, he is. That's the guy that made this set. Which is really why you watch the holiday special. I swear it looks like Han Solo's face is melting off.
Is that why you tuned in for the cartoon?
I had no idea about it when I was a kid. It was just for the Star Wars in general stuff.
Did you know about Boba Fett before the special aired?
I knew that there was an action figure coming out, you know, and this was our first introduction to it.
What was this the one? Looks like the same one.
Oh yes, they did do a vintage collection version of Boba Fett from the holiday special.
I feel like I'm on Star Tours.
It was kind of like Star Tours, wasn't it?
Is that shag carpet?
It looks more like EstroTurf. So that Model X, that wooden Model X-wing that he's got, that's the little accessory that I put with the action figure, because he doesn't have a blaster, right?
Uh-oh.
Stop it. Leave your grandfather alone.
Well, he was being annoying going around.
Well, he was.
Better listen to Mama.
Yep. So Lumpy is played by a woman and Mala is played by a guy.
Seriously?
Yes.
I was going to say, because Mala looks rather pretty.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, all you can see are the eyes. I mean, even the mouth is, you know, artificial.
Kids these days, I swear.
Kids these days, yeah. There is part of me that does want to do a play set of that setting.
Wookiee cookies.
Wookiee cookies!
What do Wookiee cookies taste like? Is there a recipe online?
There's a recipe there's two different recipes. One from a recent Star Wars cookbook that Disney put out, and one from much longer ago, one of those Star Wars project books.
Like I say, he takes a cookie, but how can you tell if he took one or not? Because he's got all that fur, you can't see it.
Exactly. Exactly right. Wookiee costumes made with real yak hair.
Oh boy.
This is the Thank the Maker edit, Matanui. You may have seen it in the past with us before. Yes, so basically the better one.
That's a long drop, kid.
It is. And there's actually a storybook out there about him climbing down out of the tree to try and find wasaka berries for the Life Day celebration. It's very dangerous down there.
Isn't
Is
that
it the
something
one with the Clone Wars clip edited in? There might be some Clone Wars footage in here. I know they've got footage from droids, and the Star Wars adult parody.
Yeah, there's that.
What Granddad there was carving out, isn't that a toy for Lumpy for
Yes.
Life Day?
Yes.
Then the kid needs a little loud so he could finish it.
Right, exactly.
You know, his real name should be Grumpy, I think.
Yeah, I think there is that is kind of implied. That 70s furniture.
He must remember the days of the Clone War, right? Clone Wars?
Absolutely. In fact, if I recall correctly, they said that one of the background characters and one of the Wookiees in several of the promotional shots was supposed to be Itchy.
Oh, interesting.
So yes, Itchy served in the Clone Wars.
Whoa!
See, that's the theme song from Droids.
So I guess the fans of the Rebellion put this tune together. Is that what I'm getting?
Right. Exactly. Trouble again. It's very interesting the way he did this because he had to crop out the effects of the Cirque du Soleil performers. He's gonna be lumpy when I get through with him. Yeah, exactly.
So in a way, this is Lumpy's holiday special.
Yeah, I guess so. And what's interesting is you got to assume that in this universe there are these, and look, we had Mon Calamarians before Return of the Jedi. So we have to assume that the Rebellion has adventure tapes out there. Maybe you could consider them, propaganda.
Yes.
Telling the stories of their heroes, right? In universe. Like I'm sure people did with like Robin Hood and stuff like that.
I know Mon Calamari are allies of the Rebellion, but I keep thinking of them. I think of an appetizer you order at an Italian restaurant.
I do too.
And they'd be horrified.
I absolutely do too. So the animation here is done by the same animation house that did Droids and Ewoks later.
Has like a 1970s vibe to it.
Does.
Like Absolutely. Fat Albert and that sort of stuff.
Kinda, yeah. I was gonna say more like heavy metal or something like that.
Well, this was interesting, right? It's not quite water, not quite mud. What is it? It's like Jello.
Some sort of goop. Yeah, exactly. And who knows? It could actually be like filled with some sort of a viscous algae.
It was Wasaka berry pudding. That's where they get it from.
Yeah. So I am working on a customized Y-wing that would be a two-seater so that I could put C-3PO behind Luke Skywalker.
You could have the inflatables too?
Well, that's a good idea. But I do have a Pana Dragon that Boba Fett can sit on. Bzzzt.
And Boba Fett's like, nope.
No disintegrations. See, that was the one thing I really liked about the Mandalorian was he had that weapon.
Yep.
And when he shoots the Jawas, they disintegrate, right? Which just retroactively implies that was the weapon that Boba Fett used to use. He was known for using it, and that's why Vader tells him no disintegrations. I did feel like there was a story element missed there, because it would have been cool if the Pana Dragon had later on come to help Luke in some way because he was kind to him. It would have been the trade-off for this line here about wasting your food on him.
I think it shows that Boba Fett has kind of a ruthless side even from the get-go.
Oh,
right?
Definitely. Yeah.
He's the Millennium Falcon.
Yep. I'm so sleepy. That's convenient. It only affects humans.
Could have been tailor-made.
Right. He's a Wookiee. He can be useful. Come on, think about it. There's a reason that the Empire uses them as slave labor.
Stormtrooper.
Yup.
Huh.
Sit, stay, shake paws.
3PO blinking will never not be weird. I know. That's part of its charm, right? That follows through into the droid series as well. I'm not sure who it is that's supposed to be narrating. Is it General Dodonna?
Mm. Look, you're not happy.
Yeah. That kind of freaked Lumpy out. See, that's got to mean more to him, right? Because he's watching a dramatization about his dad, right? And Uncle Han and Uncle Luke.
Is that James Earl Jones or imitator?
It absolutely is. Every single person here, with the exception of Boba Fett, is the actual actors that played them. Well, of course, voice actors, because obviously David Prowse didn't have anything to do with this. It was a good shot.
Yeah, that took some damage.
And you catch that look from Boba Fett. It's kind of like, whoops, I wasn't supposed to kill them. Which is also why it's implied, that, obviously Boba Fett in Empire Strikes Back misses when he shoots at Luke. Why? Because he's trying to funnel him towards Vader.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear that?
Yeah, you will. You'll meet again.
Funny.
Yeah. Galactic raindrop.
I want more cartoon.
Yeah.
That was Dad saved the day.
Yeah. By the way, that is of course a holographic chessboard. I actually have one.
Oh, really?
Yes. It was put out by Disney Parks, and Netter got one for me on the secondary market because we didn't actually go to Disney. I love the way they use those old 70s computers. Ah, there you go, Star Tours.
See?
Yeah, there's a lot of great little, throw-ins in here that makes this a much more watchable show. Can you imagine how hot those outfits are?
Yeah, it's probably getting a little ripe in there.
Yes. That's what we're calling it. So worried. I never get to talk to Luke.
Chill out, Dad. I've got this.
Oh, he's not doing smoking.
Right.
It's like I tried to tell you, you told me to shut up.
Right, exactly. No, ban the brains.
He's wearing more eyeliner than I ever have.
Yes. Yeah, I don't really understand the eye makeup.
Or why he's wearing 15 layers of foundation?
Right. Well, that could be because he got some serious bruising in a car accident. That's canon too. So we know that every year throughout the rebellion, he still made it home for Life Day.
What'd he do? It's a lot of dry ice.
Well, yeah, it's the kid that blew up the Death Star, but he's good at blowing stuff up. Fixing them is a whole nother thing.
Look at that.
That's actually a very clever thing to do to introduce the concept of the mind evaporator before it's brought in.
Dude.
It's the Micro Machines guy.
Yes, exactly.
Remember when they had the Star Wars Micro Machines?
I do. I still have a bunch of them. If the cartoon was anything to go off, he sees a long face every day. Yeah, exactly. Good point.
Oh.
Wookiee Trading Outpost.
Uh-oh. Is that Art Carney?
Yep. Sondan. Oh, this is funny. Right?
Synthetic.
That's brilliant.
What is it?
A wall screen customer. I like that.
What?
I think that's pretty clever. See, this is the kind of thing that was actually pretty good about the holiday special.
When you were a kid, did you get the secret coded message?
Oh, of course. Absolutely. They kept it really simple so kids could understand too,
What's it do?
He did say that. I mean, in fairness. Hey, Gorilla Random Thoughts.
Did you like that?
Yeah, exactly. He's not careful. He's going to start talking to
George
himself.
Lucas not have any respect for Art Carney.
I know, right?
The Honeymooners, come on.
Hey, Brandon Tran. Hey, new to the channel. Well, up at the top is the pinned comment with the link to the Cosme page, where we are currently streaming the Thank the Maker edit of the holiday special. If you want to watch along with us.
Did you see that she's Darth Vader? Was that in the original holiday special?
I missed it, but they did reuse some footage. So, honest question, but have you seen the new Coca-Cola AI commercial? I don't think I have. Anyone else know about it?
Is that a thing?
Don't know. I'll have to look into it.
I guess it's oh, here we go.
Yep. This is an interesting, different intro. Got to get commercials too, right? So she's not completely cut out. She's a throwaway reference. That actually is a pretty good song. I have no words, but AI Coca-Cola commercial looks creepy. I'm not surprised. I'm gonna have to look for this now that you've told me about it.
I'm telling you, man, they're
Yeah, I'm actually watching it right now, and yeah, so much of it doesn't look real.
Okay, save it for me so I can check it out later.
The groomer, remember that?
I do like the fact that he does this, because now that I can see it, I can make a replica prop.
I remember that old
I do too. Yeah, that's a nice little nostalgic throw in there. Bantha surprise, yeah. And this is that PBS style of intro, because this is an homage to what's her name? Julia Child, who of course was a mainstay of PBS.
The surprise is there's no bantha in it.
That's actually true. And I do have a recipe for Bantha surprise as well in the Star Wars cookbook. Which reminds me, I think I want to make that again this year.
the rump is the best part.
Depends on how you prepare it, but I would agree. Did you just send me the...
Yeah.
Okay. I'll check it out later.
Well, I should hope so.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be Julia Child, right?
Right, exactly. It's an homage or parody or whatever you'd call it.
What? You know this? I don't have Charlton. Isn't it going to turn out the same, is it?
No. And I love the way that it's in like this tin pail.
Yeah, it's like a washing tub.
Stir, 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 stir. Stir, 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 stir.
Dude. I mean, I suppose that's what rump is, but that's rude.
Stir, whip,
Whip, whip,
whip,
stir.
stir, whip.
So I've spent many years thinking through this recipe before they actually put out an official recipe for it. And what confused the heck out of me is it's basically like a stew, right? And why are you whipping and stirring it? Why is this so crucial?
Because it's bantha meat needs that for the consistency.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I could see if you were making a meringue or something like that.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't got them in hand.
Well, this is the other part of the joke. I mean, it's funny to see the alien with 4 hands, right? But even more so is Molly's trying to keep up with 2 hands. She can't even keep up with how quick Gourmand is talking, let alone doing everything that she's doing with 4 hands.
That would burn a normal person's whole face.
Right.
Not to mention the hands, because she's picking up with her hands.
Off topic, but is watching movies from Blockbuster better than streaming services? Netflix, Hulu. Well, I'm not sure that Blockbuster is even around anymore, is it? Maybe. But if you mean like DVDs, yeah, we're big advocates of own physical media because, like we were talking about on the stream last night on Geeky Geezers, you want to watch Doctor Who right now? Well, guess what? They took a couple of serials of the Tom Baker era off. You can't stream them anymore. But if you have them on DVD, you're set. You know, as long as you have it, they can't take it away from you.
We're always saying that. Oh, physical media.
And going back to what Matt Inouye was saying about the Diane Carroll bit, yes, that was intended to be adult entertainment. They were implying, and let's face it, if there was such a thing as a mind evaporator, you better believe they would be using it for that sort of entertainment.
Oh my goodness.
Getting a call. Oh, everybody's getting a call.
Who's Marshall and why does he get a law?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and welcome Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank, currently debating what is more, the holiday special, this Monday night game, or Ziggler's fake apology. Well, we are watching the Thank the Maker, so this actually isn't really that bad. At least with Blockbuster, you didn't have a deadline to consume your rental in a day or two. Yeah, that is true. Oh, there is a Blockbuster left in Bend, Oregon. Interesting. I did not know that.
A thingamabob.
Interesting. Go ahead, you can open it. I do feel like the subtitles at the bottom does add something to it. That's more like it.
It's like, you want a present? Give me some sugar.
Yep. And you see that bantha right there in the foreground on the right? It's like, why didn't we ever actually get one of those from Kenner?
Right?
People totally would have bought that.
I think so. What's going on here? Look at this. Get it off.
So hard to open that with the, gloves she was wearing. So this is, I had not this exact one, but I had one of these electronic project toys. You'd make like a keyboard that made electric sounds, and you'd make different lighting effects and things.
So what?
Wow.
Do you like that? I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a porn machine.
And I do mean happy. Yeah, see, this totally went over little 7-year-old Troy's head. This is brilliant. It does actually weave together some of the effects from the Diane Carroll bit with.
Where does this song come from?
I don't know. Is this from one of the special editions or something? It is a Star Wars bit. Now you see what I'm saying? These adult actresses, the costumes are like on point. It's better than some of the stuff you're getting on streaming these days.
Like what, Ahsoka?
Yeah, exactly. What's this? On my way home from mystery movie review tomorrow night. Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Bully, 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 bully.
See, they keep it PG-13.
Here's the buzzkill. We got 3PO. Right? I'm sorry.
Exactly.
He just shatters the mood of anything, right?
I believe the name of that film is Star Wars Underworld. I think that's what it was called. Nice, Curtis.
Why? Because you just need somebody who speaks English? Are you an alienist?
The song is Force Awakens from Mos Kanata's Watering Hole.
Oh.
Okay. It's a good tune. I like it.
We still love him like a pet.
Well, you look like she had too much life day cheer.
Wookie, did you say Wookie cookies or Wookie ookies?
He said Wookie Ookies, but earlier Lumpy had called them Wookie cookies, and in the old project book, it was called Wookie cookies. In fact, the first Star Wars cookbook was called Wookie cookies.
Oh, really?
Yes. This is your present. I got you here. Boy, Kashyyyk looks a lot like Yavin 4. Uh-oh. You're not Dad.
I'm waiting for him to take one of those gloves off and slap them in the face with it or something.
I know, right? At this point in the riff tracks, the troopers ask if anyone is interested in a codpiece. Yes, Brandon. As a matter of fact, Netter is going to be doing a watch party of Elf in
December.
In December, yeah.
The Thursday before Christmas.
The Thursday before Christmas. There you go.
Found it.
Well, it's a drawer, you know? I mean, why is anyone surprised by this?
Ooh.
At least he didn't say, "Who's your daddy?"
Hey, Zombie Box Reviews, how you doing, my friend? Good to see ya. We're probably at about the 2/3 mark on this, but if you want to see where we're at, you know, the link's up at the top. We are watching the Thank the Maker edit of the Star Wars Holiday Special.
So if you think about it, Art Carney saved the rebellion.
Oh yeah, and he was a member of the rebellion. So, hey, it's my hair dryer. Oh no! Trust me, it's better than you think it is. I think the holiday special gets a bad rap, but this one is particularly good. This edit. I'll just watch you guys react to it. Now I don't remember. I don't think this is the Jefferson Starship that they've replaced that. And here you get the honeymooners bit. I always felt that was kind of disrespectful. You know, if you don't have Jackie Gleason to do it, don't bother with it.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it's nice noodles in the Max Rebo band. It's actually kind of clever. And it makes a little bit more sense than Jefferson Starship, right? And this is a different song. Or at least a different version of it.
He's liking it.
Yeah.
You know, that's not why he's smiling at the screen.
Well, probably not. Yeah. He likes Ula. If anyone knows where this tune is from, I'd be interested.
Do you know what it's called?
No idea. I watched it once many, many years ago. Never again. Now, like I said, the Thank the Maker edit is very interesting with altered and added footage, stuff that was completely made up by the guy that did this. It's really, really good. And of course, it takes out a lot of the variety show elements.
Hey,
You greasy hairball.
No, you're there spare to be a jerk until you wreck the house.
he's trying to be pragmatic, isn't he?
Yep.
See, he's really a nice guy, right?
Well, maybe reasonable anyway. Trying to remember what this one was. Okay, so it was battle communication. Yes, yes. So this is the Clone Wars footage. And this makes sense too. I mean, at this stage in the Star Wars history, the Clone Wars would be a historical event, right?
Look at this. Was Chewbacca young here?
Oh yeah, right. This was during the Clone Wars. This was what, like almost 20 years earlier?
So you could have been like 15 or something, right?
No, he's still pretty old. I think he was like, I think I read somewhere he was like 100 years old during the time of the Clone Wars. I don't know. They changed. Disney came along and changed all that continuity.
Of course.
That's what he says.
We'll do it the Wookiee way, ripping people's arms out of their sockets.
That's what they do. You like this?
No, this kind of annoys me. What the heck is he looking for in the kid's room?
He just wants to make a mess.
Right.
No.
Yeah. See, the thing that gets me is I wonder what that is. I don't think they made it completely from scratch.
Lumpy's Christmas is ruined.
Life Day.
Life Day. I know, it's
Life
not Christmas,
Day.
it's Life Day.
Jar Jar Studios? I'll have to look into that.
That's messed up, man.
I mean, yeah.
I hate him.
Yeah. He actually thinks he's done something good, right? He'll keep the kid busy and out of your hair.
No, that's not the vibe I'm getting from. It's just like, I'm an a-hole. That'll keep the kid busy.
Well, there is that element.
It's
of it
like
too,
going
sure.
into a retail store, messing up the shelves. Go, that'll give you something to do.
Yeah. Yes. Welcome, by the way, Darth Plato. Life Day is a Wookiee holiday that somehow became galaxy-wide. Well, you could say the same thing about Christmas, right? It was a Christian feast day that became a secular holiday. And in fact, the ending of this kind of implies why it would become something of a symbol to the galaxy in a time of rebellion. I believe that robot on the right in the background is supposed to be Blue Max from the Han Solo books. And of course, there's you can see Harvey Korman on the TV in the background, which is what he would be watching if we weren't watching this edit.
Right.
Oh, and there's a battle head hanging upside down. Lore question. was holiday special the first appearance of Kashyyyk before it appeared in the saga Revenge of the Sith? Yes, it was. And in fact, a lot of the elements that you see in Revenge of the Sith were directly inspired by the look here. Now, Kashyyyk has appeared a lot since then. In fact, the year that this came out, there was a storybook that takes place on Kashyyyk around Life Day.
What can we do to get them out of the house?
Was there like a Star Wars, like what they would call a Bible given to the people that made this special? You can use this, this, and this.
I don't really know. I just know they were tripping balls when they wrote it. So, I mean, they've openly admitted that. Real quick, I want to because it's so much fun to say. Rod Thunderheart, welcome, my friend. Always good to see you. Stir, mix, stir. Exactly. It's good to see you, my friend. This is way cooler than the Harvey Korman skit. Yes, it absolutely is. That actually was a weird, bizarre sketch.
Do you like that?
Number one Frozen. Yeah, exactly.
Ew, wait. Did I just see what I thought I saw?
Oh, it was in a game too, huh? Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Hail from the Great White. Oh, that's right. You're up in Maple Country.
So this is basically like Cheers in the Star Wars universe, right?
Yeah, kinda. That's how they're billing it, exactly. Music by the Rebel Force Band. It does come off like a 70s sitcom, right? Which makes a whole lot more sense than the reason that it was in the original holiday special.
The Town Drunk. Did you get that?
The proctologist.
Yep. I'm going to have to update my custom card backs for these figures.
The neurologist.
Hans Limbic, the neurologist.
The school principal? Is that what it says?
Drug dealer. A big rat. Professor.
Oh, you see what it is?
No, I missed it. I looked away.
Greedo's twin brother. What was that?
Oh, yeah.
I remember this song.
Right? This is the disco version of it.
I'm telling you, every time you watch this, you notice something new, all right?
Yeah. Well, this is like the Thank the Maker Edit 2.0. This is not the one that I've shown in previous years. So there is some footage here that you guys might not have seen before. Wait, Return of the Deadeye dropped Fett a peg. Special edition, even more so. Yep. That's why it's good to return to that cartoon. Kind of bring back that old mystique of him. If I made a fan of this, I would find a way to sneak in Troops. Yes, I love it. I've got that on DVD too. Still better than the sequel trilogy, but by only a very, very small margin. I like that.
He's so besotted with her.
Does he have a face only a mother could love?
I don't know. Disgusting.
They're not wrong.
Right?
Isn't the Empire like humans only, kind of?
I've heard people say that. I've never seen anything in canon that implied that.
No.
I mean, you don't usually see aliens serving in the armed forces.
No, but they had that spy. Remember the spy that was working for them in the New Hope? With
Yeah.
the weird nozzle. So I guess they had other agents, yeah.
Okay, second lore question. What was the reason the Mandalorians made the mythosaur their iconic symbol in the expanded universe novels? That I don't know. Darth Plato, do you know that one? Kubas, is that the name of the race? Okay. You do kind of feel bad for him, right? I wasn't looking, but somehow you found me. Oh, God. Don't pay attention to the EU beyond Zahn. Yeah. I think that there's an explanation about the mythosaur in Mandalorian. I just don't remember what it is. I wonder if it's alcoholic. Is she like getting them like
yes.
totally blasted?
Yes.
She says it to everyone.
No.
Oh, now he's brokenhearted.
This guy's a real flatliner. Am I wrong?
Yeah. It's 10 times better than the Acolyte. Yeah, I agree with you. Does mythosaur taste like chicken? I would imagine if it's reptilian, it would make sense. Riff tracks on the scene. Wow, it isn't every day you see the dumbest thing you ever saw. Okay, let us know.
Look. They're not listening to her.
Is it really hard to be better than the Acolyte? Oh yeah, no, it's not. You know, watching paint dry is better. Kapla from the deep caverns of Urapente. I'm joining the dark side. I will be a Klingon Sith. There you go.
The fact that she can do this without breaking out in laughter amazes
I know,
me.
right?
You know, that's mark of a good actor.
Okay, so this is another piece of trivia that I know. Apparently, the studio lights and everything, it was so hot on the set that a lot of these people in the masks and costumes were literally passing out from the heat.
That can happen.
So it turns out that there's a number of creatures in this scene that do not appear in the cantina scene in the original Star Wars. And for example, the Snaggletooth character that she refers to as Zutmore, that is the picture that you see on the card for the original Snaggletooth.
You notice how they have bowls of rings? Are those onion rings?
I suppose they're, probably. Maybe it's not onions, it's, some, Star Wars version of an onion.
Dude, look at the clip. Look at the GIF in the thing. Curtis Selby.
Oh, Maude?
No,
yes.
The Karate Kid. Curtis Selby. Never mind.
I'm not seeing anything from Cobra Kai. Right. How far back do I have to go to find it?
No, it's like the newest thing. Never mind.
Nope. The only thing I'm seeing is Darth Vader with Anakin on a TV behind him.
No, and choking Danielson. Oh, I get, maybe it doesn't play all the way for you.
I don't see it at all.
All right, never mind. You like the song?
I kind of do. Yeah? I like the idea of taking the Cantina Band tune, slowing it down, and
I feel bad for the rat. It's a cute rat, huh?
It is.
The rat can stay as long as it wants, right?
Yes.
I suppose I should be thankful there wasn't a disco number in this special, right?
Absolutely true. So the other thing too is I've been doing a lot of looking at the set here. The set of this cantina is laid out completely different from the one in the original Star Wars. So even though they imply that this is supposed to be, the same cantina, it's absolutely not. On a happy note, I will be joining you tomorrow night. My schedule at the mines changed, so I have Tuesdays free. That's good because I have worked very hard on the presentation that we're doing of the final dossier. I think you're going to enjoy it. According to one of the EU Mandalorian Wars novels, after the first Mandalorian killed the mythosaur, its skull was used as an iconic symbol as Mandalorians and was passed on for many generations. Yeah, so I know that the way the current lore is, being a beast rider was a big deal in Mandalorian lore, and different houses may have had different symbols for different beasts that they trained to be able to ride, and but apparently every Mandalorian can wear a mythosaur. It's like a universal symbol for them. It's the West Room of the cantina. Well, I had originally thought that because there's like back rooms that you can't see in you're only seeing the front part of the cantina. So that there is that possibility. Plot twist, the rat's not a customer. They just give it alcohol because that's the only thing stopping it from eating everyone in the bar. I like that. That's actually a really good, and that's the kind of thing that I would expect from one of the EU books, like Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina or something. Aww. It's interesting because being closed down like that, it does hurt business. And that's the kind of thing you expect in a, under a regime like that. So you could see the workers at the bar being kind of distraught, right?
Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun.
It's 3:33 a.m. here, so I need to dip out.
Oh,
It was great catching your stream live. Take care. Take care, Zombie Box Reviews. Super appreciate you being here. In KOTOR 2 on Narshada, there's a non-human cantina that has 4 different rooms. The Jek Tar. Interesting. I don't think I've... KOTOR was a game, right? I don't
that's
think
the
I
Old
played.
Republic. Made by BioWare.
There you go.
Okay, I'm trying to find that one song for you. Who was the name of the chick that was singing it?
Sice Noodles.
The big chick with the long nose and the big lips?
Yes,
Her
that's
name
Sice Noodles.
Okay.
Although, if you look up Sice Noodles, you'll probably get the tune from the original.
Yeah, Lap T Neck.
Yeah, that's the original one from Return of the Jedi. I have a bad feeling about this. Return of the Jedi was pretty goofy, yes.
No, he had the gun.
Actually, I think this dialogue from the stormtrooper is added too.
Yes. Do you like that? I hate life days.
Yeah.
Oh, big mistake.
Threaten my kid, will ya?
Now watch this. I always thought this was pretty wild. This was something that I didn't remember the way it actually went.
You remember it differently.
Yeah, so he knocks the gun out of his hand and basically tricks the stormtrooper into falling. So he doesn't actually kill him. It's his own fault for falling, and you're kind of like, well, he had it coming, right?
And I'm thinking, you all need to fix those railings. You got a kid there. Like
as I remembered it as a kid, I remembered Han throwing him from the balcony. I never caught that before.
What?
Because I was reading debate online of whether Itchy was Mala or Chewbacca's father, but he did specifically say your son has saved my life more than once. So
it's Chewie's dad.
Yeah, he's got to be Chewie's dad, which would make him Mala's, father-in-law.
See, they don't got Han in eyeliner and mascara.
Right.
And 10 quarts of foundation.
That's true. He just said, yeah. That's Wookiee for yeah, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now, of course, you always wonder, why does he get rid of the blaster? Well, he might have to go through an Imperial checkpoint. Probably best not to have an Imperial blaster on you.
Right? Just a little.
Big
and
old hug.
The idea that Itchy served in the Clone Wars kind of brings a different perspective to the fact that Chewbacca does leave his family to go serve in the rebellion, because, it's like Dad did it. I do. I have to do it too. We're still fighting against the rebellion or against the Imperials.
It's weird. Does Mala look a bit like
playing,
Susan?
The Chewie suit's probably like, I ain't kissing no guy.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Boomer?
I just think Mala looks a bit like Suzanne Summers if you think about it in the right light.
Oh gosh.
What? No, you're not seeing that.
No.
Maybe in the lips. Oh, maybe.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. Not
the
Suzanne
peroxide
Summers.
blondness.
My
maybe.
mistake. My mistake. Daryl Hannah. That's what I was saying.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Well, maybe Daryl Hannah after they had all the extra hair to cover up her butt. Black is almost an onomatopoeia. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, look at that.
General alert.
See, this is more story than you would expect from a show like this, right? Because they actually address the plot point of the missing stormtrooper.
He didn't even question that. It's probably common for the stormtroopers to desert, right?
It certainly implies it. I'm sure it does happen. And let's face it, someone makes a report like that, you got to follow up on it.
Yep. I've heard that before.
Yeah. I remember as a kid, I'd have my friends over, and when one of us would say, "May the force be with you," my mom would always say, "And all with you," because she was Catholic.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
oh, yeah, I forgot to pull out my little glowing orbs.
Dude.
Yeah, I know. I went to the trouble of making them last year.
Look at that. And we're going to hear a song in a little bit, aren't we?
No, I don't think so. I think he edits the song.
oh, I hope so.
In fact, I don't think they even do the bit where they have them all together in front of the Tree of Life or whatever.
I want to know how that bantha loin turned out, huh? Right?
Like I said, I've made that recipe before. It's actually pretty good.
Look at that.
Yup. See, what really gets me is, they did this this Chewbacca figure last year. I wish they would do, the other characters, put them out. I mean, the figure sold. Yeah, they skipped over the whole Han and Luke and Leia thing in front of the Tree of Life. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe this is it.
And how did they all get transported there?
Scene change. You just assume that, they all got in their hovercrafts and went to church or whatever, like you would for Christmas. Well,
Is this Wookiee church? Is that what you're saying?
Kinda, yeah.
You know what I would have said back to him? You're just a droid. You don't have a soul.
Oh, jeez. You're brutal. And Geek Flag with Nate Nose says, Boomer, how drunk are you?
Oh, please don't sing.
I mean, I think this dialogue is pretty important. It's worth keeping. Oh, crap.
Don't sing.
She is singing. No.
You promised me no singing.
I didn't promise anything. Okay, this is probably the one shortcoming of this edit.
They had to have it in here.
I guess. So somebody said that she could sing. I've never heard it, but I'll take your word for it. I'll be honest, this is not a good place to judge her singing because this song is terrible.
Adenui is asking who slipped me acid.
I have no doubt there was plenty of that going around during the filming. This kind of does make sense in a, holiday Christmas type of, especially from the 70s and 80s. Okay, that wasn't so bad.
Yes, it was. You're deaf.
I am deaf.
This is taking longer to wrap up than A New Hope did. At the end, they just have the ceremony and it's over.
And you got to remember, they also did edit some stuff out, and they did truncate it a little bit. And honestly, this whole concept of Life Day and all the holiday trappings around it and everything, they put more thought into this than I feel like any of the writers are doing for the current shows. Yeah, at least she's not off key. It wasn't a stretch of her range. So apparently Wookiees pray, too.
That's their version of grace, huh?
Yep.
Because they're thanking the maker, right? No, wait, that was what Freepio said because he had a maker. Never mind.
Yes, exactly. Well, but there could be a universal,
the creator. There you go.
Of a creator, yeah. There you go. That's the Star Wars Holiday Special. The Thank the Maker edit.
And apparently, Wookiees live in yurts off the ground.
I could have seen
3 houses.
Do you think they sold the holiday special played in theaters in Europe? I made a joke that they would always have.
Yeah,
they always had made-for-TV movies show up in theaters in Europe. The cat's dancing.
Of course.
Oh, and then there's this song.
Yeah, I don't recognize this one either. I mean, it is interesting that the way he found alternate music and stuff. Additional voices. Robert Williams. Oh, right.
Oh, maybe they'll have the name of the song here, in the credits that shows before.
Creator of action figure bleachers, yes. No, I don't think so. I'll have to do a little bit of research. There are websites that do talk about this online. Oh, thank you, Space Fraggle. He said, members are getting a copy, right? Let me know what I got to do, Troy. So yes, I will be sending out a note on my, because not all the members are here tonight. I will be putting out a note probably tomorrow on my community tab to the regulars and the VIP members. Anyone who's interested in a copy of I'll send you all 3 discs. That'll include the Thank the Maker edit, the original Huio from Ohio, uncut original version of the holiday special, and another one that's got some other interesting fan edits and tidbits on it. I put that together. Yeah. Some Star Wars holiday related stuff from other things. I'll put the note out if you're interested. I just need you to DM me with your with a mailing address that I can send it to.
Can you also, sweetie, put it in respond by this date so we're not.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's get this wrapped up within the holiday season.
Yeah, because it's like I'm the one who's got to send these things out, and I don't want to be like, okay, is that it? Oh wait, here's one more. Are we done? Okay, now there's one more.
And JPRPH1 says, greetings, sorry I missed this cut. I have to say, I like the Star Wars Holiday Special. Of course, I like Spock's brain and all of season 3 as I watched it week to week. Wow. You're a glutton for punishment, my friend. Let me tell you. But you're awesome. You're Osmo, as Netter says. Oh, and thank you so much. Sent a $10 super sticker. Let me look at that on the. That is a super eggplant?
Why not?
Or something like that. No, but it's green.
Well, he's kind of.
It's a super gourd. It's got to be some sort of a gourd. So there you go. Well, thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. I do hope you enjoyed your Life Day. Copy that. Thanks for the offer, Troy. You got it. And so real quick, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but tomorrow night over on Deleted Scenes channel, live from Sparkwood and 21, I have a very, very special presentation of the first part of the final dossier. And while it's, the audio version of the book, I've put together some visuals that I think will make it really interesting. So we'll be following along with that on Cosme, just like we have with the episodes we've been rewatching. So that's tomorrow at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern on Deleted Scenes channel. Followed immediately thereafter by the next episode of Blake 7 on my channel, right here, at roughly 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern. Thursday, these guys here have something going on. What's up on Thursday, Netter of Netters Network?
My special guest will be Brandon, the anime guy, and my special guest host will be H. Boomer, because he knows anime and I know squat.
Fair enough.
There we go.
So that'll be 9. 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Netter's channel. And thank you so much to Nate for the $4 cup of coffee. I appreciate that, my friend.
And if anyone is interested in being a guest on Thursday Things, I am looking for guests. I'm looking for, I think, 2 spots still in December. So give me one second.
The rule is you have to have your own YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, the only thing is you have to have a YouTube channel of your own that you're trying to grow.
So that we have something to promote.
Yeah, because otherwise, what's the point? So I have December 5th open and I have December 19th open, and they're going into the new year. So if a date in December doesn't work for you and sometime in January, whatever does, DM me on Twitter. It's Netters Network without the apostrophe, without the space between Netters and Network.
Yep.
I have nothing set on my Twitter, or I should say my Twix. So that you can't DM me at all, because I know some people have settings. I think the only thing is they make you follow me before you can DM me. That's it.
There you go.
And then let me know what date you'd be interested in being on, and I'll add you to the calendar.
So that brings us to Friday, second half of our talk on Marvel before the MCU. That was a lot of fun, and I will be getting clips of that out throughout the week, but we will pick up the second half of that on Friday. Saturday, we're on Netters Network for Saturday Night at the Movies, Netters Retro Cinema. What is the movie? Oh, E.T., the Extraterrestrial. There you go. There you go. And I was weirdly obsessed with the idea of uploading video gameplay to YouTube one day. Then I realized I wouldn't get anything out of it. Well, you can if the channel really takes off and you grow big enough. It is, you know what? You might be better off just putting it on Rumble. You can start monetizing from day one on Rumble.
Troy's gotten more money. Well, Troy had gotten more money on Rumble than he had on YouTube.
At least as far as AdSense type revenue, let's see. And of course, Deleted Scenes is dropping the link for Live from Sparkwood in 21. And then, of course, I actually forgot. On Thursday, of course, you tune in for Deleted Scenes.
Right after
Netters for his weekend update. He said he might change the name of that, but basically it's to let you know what's coming up through the rest of the weekend. So then you can find out what all the stuff is that he's going to be doing on Sunday. But right in the middle of the things that Deleted Scenes is doing, you and I have geeky geezers. Are we far enough into the week to know anything about what we might be talking about, Boomer?
No, just like a couple of stories, but we'll have more as the week goes on.
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm still dropping clips from last night's episode, so
yes,
keep an eye out for those coming out.
Yep.
And in fact, I got the clip up from the talking about the news piece about the remake of Forbidden Planet. And at the end, it refers you to the well, actually, I wanted to get that out generically, and then I put out the good old days about Forbidden Planet, and at the end, it refers directly to the remake piece.
Cool.
Just kind of made sense. And of course, in the good old days segment, I of course tagged movies, music, and monsters, because you should really check out his channel, and he's got a video that talks way more about the behind the scenes on the Forbidden Planet than we could cover.
You gotta say his title right.
Movies, music, and monsters. Yes. Anyway, that's all I got. Boomer, anything that I missed, didn't cover, should have covered, that you wanted to say before we end for the night?
I think you ran the gamut, so yeah.
I ran the gamut, and I think we had a lot of fun tonight. So, Netter, any last thoughts? And then
I have one last thought. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Happy Life Day, everybody.
This day is yours. Happy Life Day.
There you go. And now Netter. Okay, sorry.
I want the version where Carrie's not singing.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
It's like, you said she wasn't gonna sing. You lied.
Anyway.
I do want to thank all of y'all for being here and suffering through Carrie singing with me.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Didn't realize that was in there.
This is the better cut, though, of all the ones that I've been forced to watch. So there's that.
Either that or you're getting used to it, like a smoker getting used to smoking. You don't cough and hack as much like you used to. Sorry.
Yeah, there's no throw-up response.
Yeah, exactly.
But at any rate, we can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat, and you're dropping the comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be, and suffering through things like this with us. You know, it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room. We're enjoying each other's company, and we're having a great time. And you guys, you know you're not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys, and we appreciate you so very much. And you could be anywhere right now, and you're here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the many, many ways that you encourage and support us and each other. And I hope to see you next time, which will be tomorrow night over on Deleted Scenes channel for Spark 121, followed by an exciting episode of Blake 7 on Troy's channel. And until then, good night and God bless.
Yep. Thank you so much. As Netter said, you know, it's not like you're in a galaxy far, far away. You gave me the coordinates to hyperspace directly into your device, living room, wherever it is you consume the YouTube from. I thank you so much, everyone, thank you so much. Nate gets a $4 super sticker in under the wire.
Oh, thank you, Nate. That's over on my channel. It is the Gord throwing out a huge cup of coffee.
You got a cup of coffee too. That's wonderful.
I'm going to say mine's hot chocolate.
Okay, fair enough. Well, as soon as we wrap up here, I'll make you a cup of hot cocoa.
That'll be nice. I still have cream.
There you go.
Cream.
So I thank you, everyone. Happy Life Day, and we will see you on the next one. Salute.
Good night, ladies.
Good night, sir.
Hit it, sweetheart.